Hello world, welcome to my channel where I'm building my own digital assistant named Shane, like Jarvis from the Iron Man movies and comics. In this video and video series, I am going to be looking at installing some electronics into some RC cars and eventually connect it to a central point, which will be my digital assistant Shane. So I have these two Arrma Grom RC cars. So this first one is the base model right here. And then the second one is this more advanced one right here, the BLX. And so these are just little crash ones that go super fast. And that's pretty exciting. So for this one, the base model, which is right here, I think the first thing I'm going to do is take a Raspberry Pi Zero and connect it somehow to the Grom as a camera. And then what I'm going to do is maybe use the RPI connections in the back to hook up to the accelerator and see if we can read out some of that and maybe see if we can control this using Python. And then in other videos, we're going to be making that one, see if we can advance that one even more than the stock and see how fast we can make a little RC car go. But we'll probably keep the electronics away from that. So in this video, we'll primarily focus on the camera first and see if we can mount this and see if we can view the video feed from our desktop. So the first thing we'll do is go to the desktop, connect the Pi Zero, and see if we can stream some video from there. Okay, so here is my little setup. We have this TV right here, this spare TV. I'm a young grandpa if you're new to my channel. So it's just me and my wife in this house. So every room now is my maker's room. And like a good maker slash engineer slash programmer, I'm super messy. And so I had an old Pi Zero and for some reason the camera just didn't work. And so I just bought a brand new one right here. That the N stands for new, so I know. And I have an old keyboard. I have an old mouse. And I was able to connect that using this right here. And then you plug it in to the wall. And then you plug it in right here to your Pi Zero, and both your keyboard and mouse work. And I did that just to test the camera on the TV and get the IP address as well. And I also have a mini HDMI cable that connects to your Pi Zero as well. So you can have HDMI input. And I just use the battery, the wall power for now to test it. And once I had the IP address, I was able to SSH into it. Well, first you enable SSH on the Pi Zero in the settings and the configuration. And then I was able to SSH into that. So let's look at that process now and do some test runs using a battery bank as the power instead of the wall power, since that's what we'll use to connect to the RC car. So let's do that now. And here is my fancy Raspberry Pi Zero setup. I have this little battery bank that you can use to charge iPhones and things of that nature. I have the Raspberry Pi Zero staring at me against my super fancy stand right here, which is just my green teacup. And now that's all we should need. Need about 5 minutes to power up all the way. And now let's go to the desktop so we can SSH into this and turn on the camera and see what kind of camera feed we can get from it. So here we go. Okay, so we're on my desktop now and we just opened up command prompt. And so for this, as we discussed on the Pi Zero when I hooked it up to my makeshift keyboard and mouse and huge TV, that I enabled SSH. And when you do that, you can SSH like this, the username of your Pi or whatever you called your Pi, and then the IP address that we got while it was hooked up. And so this part right here is what you called your Pi. So when you download the Raspberry Pi software and you pick your Raspberry Pi Zero in here, in there you should have set up the name of your Raspberry Pi. If not, go ahead and disconnect it all and plug it back into your whatever kind of display system you have. And I think all one word, you can type in who am I, like who, well, you can't see that. But yeah, who am I, all lowercase, and it'll tell you the name of your Raspberry Pi. And then you just put the name of the Raspberry Pi at the IP address. And then the password, also when you first set up your Raspberry Pi, you should have done the username and password. And that should let you in to your Raspberry Pi. So as you can see, bjones6 at Pi 0. If you're not connecting, then you definitely need to reconnect it back to your, I'm assuming you have a makeshift display, and make sure you have the right IP address by typing in ipconfig, and then make sure you have the right username by going to the right here, who am I. All right, so next thing we're going to do, I'm going to do a command line that turns on the camera. And so what we're doing is rpicam, which is the new library. So if you have a new Pi 0 like me, this is your rpicam-vid-t0. I think that's transpose 0. You could change that to 180 to flip it around. The width is 640, the height is 480, frame rate is 50. Inline, we're going to listen to this TCCP address right here. And then when you press enter, okay, it's going to run. But since you're not viewing it on anywhere, since we don't have it hooked up to a display, it is not showing the frames. So what you'll need to do is download VLC player, and you can just install it now. It's this little traffic cone. I already have it installed, so VLC media player. And then right here you're going to go to media, open network stream, and you're going to type in TCP/H264:/ the IP address. So mine's 192.168.1 or dot, and then you whatever your IP address, 224 for mine. Then :888888, which you saw in the command line, which is where we listened, and we're going to play. So now it is connected, and when we go back to our command prompt, you can see that the frames are going through. Now I already kind of know that this is delayed, so I'm going to lean back in my chair. Now I'm going to wave. So it looks like there's about a 3-second delay, which is probably not the best for fast RC car racing, but it's still worth giving a chance to put it on my RC car and just see what we can do, take it outside, see how far my Wi-Fi can extend, and see where we go from there. I'm just watching the delay, and sometimes when I'm watching YouTube and there's a delay, it freaks me out. It messes with my ADHD. So I hope I'm not triggering anyone else's ADHD. All right, so now that we have tested our camera and we can see it from VLC player, let's go ahead and physically mount it onto our RC car. So let's go. All right, so I have my Raspberry Pi 0 right here, and the basic Arrma Grom here, and the battery pack. So I think this can go right here with no problem. So if you look from the side right here, you can go here and then just tie strap the bottom really good. The only problem is it leans back like that, but I don't think that's a major problem, and it fits almost perfectly there. And then the battery pack can go in the back right here. It's just slightly too big, or else it would have fit perfectly here. But I think I can just tie strap it down right here, and it shouldn't be too big of a problem. And it's just kind of my OCD. That's the problem. And then that way I can still, if I tie strap it front of it right here and push it in the back, I should be able to do the quick release of the frame and put it back relatively easy, especially, or hopefully with this not in the way as well. It shouldn't be too big of a problem. So let me get some tie straps and put it on, and then we'll come back. All right, so that wasn't very clean, and it is make it very difficult to take this apart, which I'll have to do in a second to put the battery in. But either way, I got it mounted. I got this the battery right here in the back, and the zero right here, and now we are able to drive it around. It shouldn't slip out, but when I open this, it creates some reduces the tension here, and the iPod Zero comes out. But that's okay, or the iPod Zero, the Raspberry Pi Zero comes out, but that's okay because I don't want this permanently installed. I think this is a good balance of adding some electronics without making it permanently installed. So, and I think once we put some connections into the accelerator up here to get some readouts on there, I think we're gonna have this case open anyways, so for a future video. So either way, I think we have what we need now to plug it in and do some testing and see what kind of video. Fortunately, we already know that there's going to be some delay, so this probably won't be a good viable product, but we'll give it a test anyway. So here we go. Okay, so as you can see, that delay is just not pretty good for this experiment, but it was fun chasing around my cats around the room. I think I'm going to do another test, keeping the Pi Zero on there for now so we can read the pulses that we get from the RF transmitter and see what kind of signals we can pick up over the Pi Zero. But I think on this first test, the angle of the camera just isn't where I want it to be, and the delay is just not good. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.